Hello everybody, my name is Delta Ghost and welcome back to the arena. Today we're back in Timeless and we are playing one of my new favorite decks. Granted, I haven't played it at all this new season because I've been working on another deck that is a new pet project. But however, this one last season got me to Diamond and it wasn't even close. Absolutely melted through gold. And all the way up to Plat 1 was smooth. Plat 1, I had to be very conscious of my sequencing, and then from there, Diamond was no problem. But yes, this deck is mono black Stompy, and the way I have it constructed, I feel is actually pretty well positioned in the meta as it stands right now. The only problem with this deck in the current iteration is being on the draw against combo, and when we go against the Luris energy, we can beat Gigantha energy, but Luris energy is a little bit too hard for us because they can keep reestablishing their threats, and unless we are just absolutely tearing them apart with Karn or Baroglyphs, it's not likely going to be good for us. But let's go over the deck a little bit more. So it's a Stompy deck. What does that mean? It means that we are playing threats way ahead of the curve. We don't play fair magic. We play magic instead of 1-drop, 2-drop. We go, oh, cool, turn 1, 3-drop, turn 1, 4-drop, or turn 1, Karn, go grab Needle, name Wasteland. I'm insulated now. It's surprisingly a really solid deck, and a lot of times you can get those sick openers. Now, how are we cheating stuff into play, you may ask? Well, mono black does it really well. We have Chromox, we have Dark Ritual, and then we have, I can't believe we got this land before we got Force Negation. This is truly the next card if Wizards really cares about the health of Timeless. But here we are. We got Ancient Tomb. Dude, Edge of Eternity's kind of crazy for Timeless. Timeless was already nuts, but like Edge of Eternity's kind of pushed it over. We have 4 copies of Ancient Tomb, and I love Ancient Tomb. It's probably one of my favorite Magic cards. We are taking full advantage of it here, alongside Chromox, where we can drop Baroglyphs on people's heads. We can get ahead and jump into a 1-ring. We can jump into a Karn. We can even hardcast a Grief. You might be thinking, well, Delta, a classic combo, I don't even know if it's a combo, but a classic pairing with Ancient Tomb is Chalice of the Void. And you would be right. And I maybe would put Chalice of the Void in here. However, Dark Ritual is a really good card, except in the super late game, but also Chalice of the Void is a super bad card in the late game too. So I might as well use the cards that I want to enable more messed up turn 1 and turn 2, drop a 3-drop, drop a 4-drop. So we are not playing Chalice of the Void, even though Chalice of the Void normally goes hand in hand with Ancient Tomb. Also, the rest of our package is kind of a 1-drop. So yeah, it kind of numbers with this deck. This isn't a true and traditional Stompy deck in the sense of where I don't have any 1-drops. I do have 1-drops, but mono black has this like really cool thing that it can do, where off of a Dark Ritual you can do sequences such as, like, if you have 2 mana and then you go Dark Ritual, you have 5 mana, you're able to Thoughtseize them, then drop a 1-ring, a Karn, another Grief, or even you can go 4 mana, you can Thoughtseize them, take care of the removal, drop your Baroglyph. This deck is sick. It's just so crazy the kind of plays that we can come up with. We have 6 pieces of hand disruption in the main board because Timeless is a combo centric meta. There are a lot of different numbers out there because not a lot of decks get recorded for this. However, I can tell you that this is the format I have the pleasure of having the most game time playing. And I can tell you, more often than not, I'm going against combo. Different variations of energy are out there, and they will mess you up. But more often than not, once I'm into higher levels of plat, it's combo time, and it's a rough time. So that's why we have to win the die roll, unfortunately, with this deck, and we need to have hand disruption. So that's why there's 6 pieces to maximize it. Technically 10 pieces if you count grief. So we are trying our best to hedge against the combo decks, and that's how we do it. We also have Nethergoyf as another piece of like beatdown. Sometimes we can play a fair game with Nethergoyf and Borrowgoyf, and it works. We have Reanimate for some extra value, but also alongside Grief, it's a combo to rip our opponent's hand apart and also leave a 3/2 Menace body in play. It's kind of relevant sometimes. We have Shieldric's Edict in the main. Shieldric's Edict can be swapped if needed to. However, I think it's a good catch-all for either a problematic threat on the board that is a creature, or sometimes you have planeswalkers like a flipped Tameo or even Oko to deal with. And Shieldric's Edict, I like it specifically for those kind of situations where I'm not too sure what's going to come up, but hey, this kind of catches everything. Borrowgoyf is a tank. Borrowgoyf has soloed me games. It's such a good card. Grief, I feel like, needs no intro, but if you don't have the unfortunate pleasure of playing with and playing against Grief, it's a really messed up Magic card. It's more so messed up for the opponent. It's really easy for us to leverage. Karn the Great Creator is in here. I don't think my wish board is perfect, but I'm still working on that. However, an early Karn that's uncontested can grab Liquid Metal Coating for next turn, and then we can start blowing, like basically stone raining our opponent. If we know they're up to Wasteland shenanigans, if we have 5 mana, resolve Karn, we can then wish and go grab the Pithing Needle in the sideboard and then name it's not Wasteland, it's Strip Mine. And then we can name Strip Mine, so we're insulated against that plan. Then we got the One Ring. One Ring's just the One Ring. Do I need to intro that card? It's messed up. It's fucked up. There are plenty of times where I've resolved a turn 1 One Ring and my opponent just scoops because they know that I'm eventually going to draw into really, really good stuff. The One Ring and Borrowgoyf are a match made in heaven. It doesn't get better than that, honestly. In the sideboard, we have added hand disruption, once again combo meta, and we want to disrupt as much as we can. We have 4 copies of Orcish Bowmasters for our Brainstorm opponents. Part of our Karn package is Disruptor Flute and the aforementioned Liquid Metal Coating, as well as we have Tormund's Crypt, and as I said earlier, Pithing Needle, Karn Silex, and Wormcoil Engine. I really don't like how Arena presents sideboards, so I apologize for skipping around like that. I was on the wish board, so I was going to talk about the wish board. We also have Fatal Push, an extra one in the sideboard, just for, once again, our aggro matchups. Unless we have Borrowgoyf down, those matchups are very hard for us, so we add in one more Fatal Push. Surgical Extraction to kind of give us a hedge against being on the draw against Oops All spells. Even though they can go into Charbelcher, which is very, very frustrating, at least if they try and go Balustrade Spy route, we have something to deal with it. And then this is probably the weakest card in my sideboard. I don't know how I feel about it too much. It may get swapped out in the future, but we have Damnation in here. I've never used it. I think I brought it in once, and it didn't come up because I went into 3 Borrowgoyfs against my aggro opponent, and they just lost. They died. They died. Borrowgoyf really finishes games. Yeah. The other thing is that we have one single Surveil land in here just to add a little bit of card selection. Mono Black has no way of doing that. Aside from the One Ring, Karn is technically not card advantage, it's card selection. And then, I mean, we technically go down 3 cards, or do we? No, we go down 2 cards for grief to also put down our opponent's 2 cards as well, and we leave a threat in play, but that's not card advantage either. So really, we need to try and help ourselves out a little bit by having the Surveil land to kind of check our top deck. But yeah, that's the deck. This is Mono Black Stompy. If you enjoy, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and please subscribe. That way you can keep up to date with all future videos. I'll see you guys in round number 1. Don't go anywhere. Okay, round number 1. No companions revealed, so not sure exactly what we're up against. Could be a number of things. And we opened up a bit of a slow one. We have selection on turn 1 thanks to that Surveil land. We also have a Fatal Push if they're aggro. No companion. I think we can do better than this though. I need to chase the highs. Okay, so this is turn. I have either turn 1 Goyf, turn 1. I have turn 1 Goyf with turn 1 Disruption. I think that's as good as it's going to get. So we're going to pitch Grief to Grief, put a Goyf under Chrome Mox, and then go Ancient Tomb into Borrow Goyf. That means we're going to put the land back. That could bite us in the butt, but I mean, this is kind of a glass cannon opener, but it's what I have. It's definitely better than the last opener. Like, we're doing so much more on turn 1. Also, I've yet to get Ancient Tomb Chrome Mox in the opening. Oh no. No. Never punish. Nice. Yeah. I don't know if I grief him yet. I don't think so. It's like, what if they have to reanimate? Like, what if their hands double reanimate? Okay, no Wasteland. I wasn't punished. Sweet. Renin 6 is scary. I will eventually have to deal with him. We have an artifact and a sorcery in the yard. So let's go Goy for 2/3. I am gonna hold the Shieldrix Edict because I mean I would rather have Goyf right now. What can they do to deal with Goyf right now? They could have Lightning Bolt, but Lightning Bolt actually won't kill it because it's an instant. So I don't have to worry about that. They can have Fatal Push. Yeah, we have to check for Fatal Push now. Ooh, no Fatal Push. The Strip Mine is scary. Maybe I did miss my opportunity to use Shieldrix Edict. But also, if I use Shieldrix Edict, then I wouldn't have a Borrow Goyf in play. And I think I'd rather have the Borrow Goyf in play. So now if I rip a land, I'm able to shoot Edict. Get rid of Renin 6. Never lucky. We will go to combat first. I need to keep that one in check. I am going to, in fact, just use my mana as efficiently as possible. Oh, wait. Oh, I can return a land. Oh, get wrecked. I should have done that first, mate. Yeah, I hate this card so much, but I don't fully understand how it works. Reading the card explains the card. If I had reanimated this during my first main phase, I would have gotten my land back. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Video Editor Delta here. No green screen to tell you that I think this is where I fucked up. I think this is where I threw the game. You know, the beauty of going back and editing your own gameplay is that you really get to see where you fucked up. And I'm pretty sure even though I couldn't technically Shielded's Edict my opponent, the fact that I missed out on a land drop because I didn't reanimate during my first main phase really screwed things up. I could have had that land. I could have been set up for next turn because they went Barrogoyf. I could have killed the Barrogoyf with Shielded's Edict, and then I could have swung in and killed Renin 6. This is the part of the game where I believe I lost. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. I mean, like, I see this stuff on a regular basis because I am my own editor, but still, mistakes persist on until morale improves. Fatal Push. A. So this is awkward. Really awkward. He doesn't have to. At the beginning of your second main phase, if this creature is tapped. God. Oh. Okay. Well, I want Ren. I want Ren dead. Okay. So we do get this exchange. Which is a bit awkward because I did not want to give my opponent 4 life. But we do get a full board clear. Okay, I'm not going to have any mana. Sick. Promox. Awesome. Love to see it. That's not even like sarcastic. I do love to see it. I'm actually not going to choose to mill here because I could accidentally mill over precious mana that I need. And right here, I'm not willing to commit anything to the Chrome Mox. So I'm just going to wait and see what I get off the top of my deck. Opponent's currently on a 2-turn clock to my being ahead. Okay, land. Never lucky. Is it like a use it or lose it kind of situation, it feels like. I hate. Don't like for me. Has to be the other Bargoyf. I don't like it. I really don't like it, but I do need to check their hand. So if they fetch right here, that means okay, so they have Lightning Bolt. They have nothing. Cool. No attacks. So I was gonna say, if they fetch in response to the Thoughtseize, it means that I'm getting Fatal Pushed, which means my life is miserable. Dreadbore, no. Honestly, not gonna lie, I didn't realize that was legal. I didn't realize that card was available. They went for Deathrite instead of Liliana, like, just make sure I never play Magic. I mean, I'm not playing Magic anyways at this rate. Yeah, I'm willing to concede this one. We lost to Thoughtseize. It happens. But this time we'll be on the play. We are going against that silly the Jund Renin 6 Strip Mine deck. Dreadbore, wow. I was not expecting that. Yeah, back to sideboarding. I do like bringing in some amount of surgical extractions for this matchup. Get how I sideboard. They don't have reanimate, so I'm less on that package. I'm also less on the grief in this matchup. I go up Inquisition, up a Fatal Push. We get in the surgical extractions. At this point, I mean, I could put the reanimates back in, but they're not doing too much. But also neither does Bowmasters. Bowmasters doesn't do a whole lot either. And then Grief is just going to see a bunch of lands most of the time. So I guess we are going to... Oof. I don't really want to, but yeah, we're going to put back in the reanimates. It's mainly going to be for our own stuff, though. It doesn't feel right. It definitely doesn't feel right. But also, my sideboard, maybe could use some work. right, we will be on the play, and we open up to a turn one. Let me get this straight. Let me think about this. This is either a turn one Thoughtseize Goif or Karn Needle. I like Karn go grab Needle. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We get to do the Stompy thing. Let's go. Yeah. We're going to imprint one of the Thoughtseize. And we're going to go Dark Riddy into a Karn. And then I'm going to minus the Karn. Could grab. I am considering liquid metal coating, but honestly, if they do have the Wasteland, or not Wasteland. I keep saying Wasteland because all I do is play Legacy. If they have the strip mine, it's just over. And I know they have strip mine, so I might as well just cover myself on that axis. And then next turn we do have Borrowglyph. Ooh, they're going Dark Ritual. What? Into DT. And then I don't know what they grab off of this. The Deathrite Shaman? That was the card, right? I looked away for like a brief second. All right. So I think I'm going to Karn dies to Lightning Bolt. And I really want to Thoughtseize check him before the Lightning Bolt. But then I had to spend a turn ticking up and not really developing anything. I can Fatal Push. Kill the Deathrite Shaman. Minus Karn. He's dead either way to Lightning Bolt, but if I grab Liquid Metal Coating, then it's all for nothing. I could also just Borrowglyph and tick up. I think I'm going to do that. No targets. If I had another black source, I would have had it all. I would have had Fatal Push and Thoughtseize. That would have been probably the best thing I could do. But given the circumstances, I think developing Borrowglyph was better. Okay, so we are out of Lightning Bolt range. They did not use Deathrite Shaman. I'm going to use this opportunity to try and get, once again, double black. Bit annoying that I don't have right now. I'm going to Fatal Push. If he bolts Karn, it's easy. I just tick up Karn, but at least Karn is alive even if Bolt is in his hand. There's a bit of a hesitation. I do feel like Lightning Bolt is in my opponent's hand. Oh, it's a Fatal Push. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to minus. I am going to get the Liquid Metal Coating, and I am going to develop my Liquid Metal Coating. I'm going to put a stop on my opponent's upkeep. All right, opponent's trying to do something on my end step. Hopefully it isn't a Lightning Bolt. Okay, we did dodge the Lightning Bolt. Supposedly, allegedly. We still have the upkeep to get through. Okay, so we make the Blood Crypt into an artifact. That way he can't use it for mana during his main phase. And if he makes red right here, we have to hope that it's not Lightning Bolt. We dodged the Lightning Bolt. My opponent has access to Lightning Bolt again. Gosh darn. Okay. Whew. All right, we're going to do it again. This time, we're going to take him off. We're going to take him off green. Sure. Blow that up. And I'm going to run out. Well, first, we're going to move faces to get rid of that mana. And I'm gonna run out a Nazis here. Cool. All right, we ran away with a Karn. That feels good. No changes necessary for being on the draw. Yeah, the deck's able to do that sometimes, and when it does, it's awesome. All right, opponent's giving me a run for my money. I mean, like I said, that last game, I was just so scared the whole time of Lightning Bolt. We have turn 2 Karn into not really doing anything, but we have Fatal Push and Shieldrix Edict, which are both okay. We can answer a Renin 6. Our mana's so fair. We know he's a waste, or not waste. We know he's a strip mine deck. The Dark Ritual makes me hopeful that we can get there, so I'm gonna try it. If this was like Chrome Mox, I'd probably ship it back. The unfortunate thing is that I kind of just, yeah, I have to respond to the Deathrite Shaman right away. I can't like simply just pass the turn in your upkeep, like it's too late. Deathrite Shaman's already doing so much. That's fine. We were prepared for that, but we weren't prepared for that. I mean, hopefully they don't go Renin 6 right now. Although that's the right mana. They're going into a 3-drop. Is it the... Yeah, gosh. That dude is such a beating. I'm not playing Magic. Wait. That's funny. Oh my goodness. No, I could reanimated that. There's no way that he sacrifices the Warzone Guard. There's just no way. Why would you? Well, I gotta try and make the best of this. A non-token creature. Yeah, I don't blame you, opponent. That's right move. That's the right move. Well, what I can do. No blocks, unfortunately. I'm gonna loose the swamp again. What am I out? Nothing. I die. That's rough. I was gonna say my out is Fatal Push, but I'm not that good. I'm not that good at drawing it. A pass. Not a whole lot I can do, unfortunately. I'm at the mercy of my opponent. Oh my goodness. What are we Dark Ritualing into? That's pretty good. I'm pretty sure if you minus here, I'm just done. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Why aren't I running Liliana? Maybe I should. Maybe just one. Oh. Yeah. GG, opponent. GG. There's no way I'm digging out of that. That's unfortunate. Well, there's always the next game. We'll see you all in round number 2. Alrighty, guys. Welcome to round number 2. We've opened up a bit of a clunker. Opponent gets to go first. I would have kept it if I was on the play. I think I need a mulligan into just more busted stuff. That is not the definition of more busted stuff, but it is a turn 2 1 ring. We have a turn 1 Inquisition, a turn 2 1 ring. I think I just need to try it. It's a little bit better. Oh, it's Affinity. I God, I wish I had Karn. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna do Inquisition. I mean, they pretty much dumped out everything. Oh no, there's a Metallic Rebuke. Goodbye. That means my One Ring should be unopposed. In theory. Let's say they just redrew Rebuke. That's still 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can still Rebuke technically if they drew back into it. They didn't. Okay, shields are down for my opponent. I think I just, yeah, I can pitch Grief to see what's in there, because if he has Kappa Cannoneer or even Thought Monitor, I just don't want to deal with those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. Makes that, and then he has blue there. Yeah, so I should check for Kappa Cannoneer. I cannot deal with that, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. Resolve that. And then I am going to drop a One Ring on your head. Although I wish it was Karn. It'd be funny if I drew Karn right now. Another Grief. I would like an Ancient Tomb of my own, honestly. Sure. Ooh, an Emery. Ooh, and it just dropped in a Kappa. That Emery needs to be dealt with now. Like, there is no shot that I make it if Emery's still alive. One Ring. It's a good card. Damn, that Kappa Cannoneer's got my fucking name on it. I am 2 for 2 on Griefs not hitting anything relevant. Sweet. Yeah, I just am. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with Kappa Cannoneer here. Actually, this is probably why Damnation's in my sideboard. This deck doesn't deal with Kappa. Definitely not in this board state. Oh, they're just styling on me. Awesome. The funny thing is that Grief can still get through. Also, I'm just like in danger of a lot of things right now. Okay, you're late, my dude. You're so late. Crap. Swamp. You don't do anything. You just you don't do anything. Because I want to play the One Ring right now, and I can't get you out. See my dilemma? Because I can't go Dark Grit, Karn, Rat. Oh, can I grab? No, because this becomes unblockable. So I can't even grab my Worm Coil Engine right now. Yeah. I can get Silex for next turn. Okay. I forget the wording on Silex, but I believe it's my best shot. Minus X. Destroy each non-land permanent with my X or less. I have to make 6 mana. Which, funny enough, I can do it. All right, just in case he decides to attack with Emery, which I doubt it. He's probably going to tap Emery. But just in case there's like, I don't know, haste enabler? Whatever. Grief's back on defense. If I can minimize any damage so that I can Karn Silex him next turn, I'm going to do it. This Kappa's going to hit hard, though. I'm going to be at the end of all this. Wait, no, I need an untap. Oh, no. No, the opponent found the line. No. I'm dead. I'm dead. Well, I mean, like I said, the Kappa Cannoneer was a bit much. A bit much for me to handle. Okay, Grief, you blew that game, dude. you did not do what you're supposed to do. Got Damnation. We got a Fatal Push. Weirdly enough, Reanimate's still relevant against our opponent. And then I believe I need to bring in Bowmasters against this deck. Yeah, absolutely. I will be cutting Grease. I will be cutting Shield's Edict, and then bringing in the full set of Bowmasters to keep my opponent in check. I guess I can cut one Reanimate, and then we can put in the actually I have a better idea. Yeah, so we bring in the other Inquisition. We're gonna cut these other Reanimates, and we're actually going to bring in Surgical Extractions. That way, whatever gets milled over by Emery, we're just going to rip from the deck. I will be on the play. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Well, oh, that's also bad. Really bad. Really bad. I will go down to 4. And also bad. Really bad. It's really bad. What am I gonna do here? I only went down to 5. Yeah. I hope I can rip a land off the top and my opponent just goes burr and I nuke it with Damnation. But very unlikely. I wish I had Karn. Oh, how I just want a Karn. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of your Opal. Not a very aggro hand from our opponent, which is nice because it gives us some chance to actually get back into this game. Card is crazy good, but ooh, we got the land we were hoping for, but we didn't get the the board state. And by that, I mean we didn't get the board state where to just vomit everything out. But my opponent wish they had Opal. I don't even know what they would have done with Opal. I don't know, mames. What do you name the One Ring? It's the only thing you've seen in my deck. It'd be totally heads up if he names Karn. Oh no, he did see Karn. But yeah, the One Ring. That's fair. Out of my hand though. Sure. Can I get a Bowmaster? Ooh, no, I can get Karn. Sick. Alrighty. We gotta protect the king. And I'm gonna grab the coding for next turn. And Bargrove's going to play some defense, although I believe there's nothing with haste. Also, no haste enablers in this deck. Opponent realizing, uh-oh, these don't work. Thank goodness it has sorcery speed clause on it. Yeah, activate only as a sorcery. Thank goodness. Opponent's thinking long and hard about this. We can go on to the next one. I actually would really like that, because I had a mulligan to 5, man. Yeah, here I was begging for Bowmasters, and the deck delivered me the better threat. Salty rope, or opponent threw his monitor out the window rope? Hard to tell. I'm probably, I mean, it's irrelevant. They pay 1 life either way. I'm gonna make that into an artifact. Am I really getting salty roped? But he saw Karn. It's not like it's a surprise. It was a very good top deck, though. I will admit that. Cool. Boom! My opponent, what can they deploy? An Emery? But I don't care about Emery. I don't care about anything else they do. Attack! It'd be really funny if there's artifact lands in his hand. Opponent. Is he going to give me this? That'd be uneventful. But also, I built this deck with the intention of preying on affinity decks. Like, that was why Karn was in here. Like, it's just sometimes you get these kind of games. However, I just wish opponent would just, you know, instead of rubbing me, just scoop it up. You know, that's what we do in real life. Sweet. Oh, he left. He said, no way, I'm done. That's funny. That's funny. I'm gonna have to screenshot that for the boys. Alrighty, guys, we are here in round number 3. This is probably going to be my last round for today's recording session. If you really like the deck, please make sure to leave a comment saying what you liked about it, what you'd like to see added to it. I will do my best, for I am merely a peasant. I have to grind all my wild cards, but either way, let me know what you want to see in the future. We are here, hopefully against another artifact player. We are on the play. That is amazing. I get to go first. I like this hand enough to keep, even though it's only a turn 2. The turn 2 card. But because Ancient Tomb's also here, our turn 2 is pretty good. And if we rip another black spell, then we can grief check him. Swamp, go. Now, if they thought sees me, we learned not much I can do about that. Ooh, Ancient Tomb. Oh, dude, don't. No. Oh my god. Hey, fine. My turn. Well, I'll still be able to get to a Karn lock. But for now, yeah, let's just check what's going on. Unfortunately, Dark Ritual goes to waste. Let's try and disrupt whatever their payoff is. Opponent, I'm very sorry. I love your deck. I think it's a Flesh Raker. Yeah, get rid of the Flesh Raker. I love Mystic Forge IRL. Such a cool deck. The only problem the reason why I haven't made it for Arena is that we're missing some sort of monolith. Otherwise, it's kind of just okay. But it doesn't have the monolith to make it like absurd. Ancient Tomb, Karn, your life is pain, opponent. Sweet. I am. This is all under check, so I'm gonna grab a liquid metal coating and start going for their mana next turn. Oh my god. Of course. Okay, so now I have to develop my grief. Fleshraker is such a dumb card. Such a dumb ass card. No, stop. He's carding me back now. I can't liquid metal counting him. No. Dang it. I should just build this deck next. What? I'm beginning in the sideboard. What the hell's going on? Okay. Geez, what am I doing here? This becomes a 1/1 if I pick it up, right? I guess sewers, check my top card. Oh, that's actually good. Okay. Grief. Now, if my deck just so happened to have Cozy Command, that would be sick, because I could make the Forge a creature and then Cozy Command it. Oh, come on! Oh, you can't use the One Ring right now. Okay, okay. All is good. All is good. All is fair in this world. Get rid of the Opal. This is insane. -2. Okay, what does he go get? Another? Come on. Then you're gonna cast the One Ring, because why wouldn't you? You have Glaring Fleshraker out. Sure. Okay. Goodbye card. And then goodbye opponent's mana. He can tap this freely if he wants to. He's not going to. The reason why he can tap it and it doesn't matter is because he's on under one ring protection. And then we have to keep grief back. Oh, I got so scared. I'm going to blow that up. We're gonna set a stop in their upkeep. Pass. We're going to make them use their Ancient Tomb mana. We're not going to. Sweet. Love to see it. We don't love to see that. Coding the Ancient Tomb. Rid of it. Riveting gameplay of me stone raining my opponent. Okay. I think I should go for. Come on. I think I go get my Wormcoil Serpent now, right? Or Wormcoil Engine, not Serpent. We're going to deploy it. We're going to set a stop in their upkeep. I'm not quite confident to attack just yet. And turn. In your upkeep, make one of the wastes a artifact. Have you had enough? No. Okay, Bargoyf's here. I feel a lot more confident. Let's actually blow up one of the wastes now. I mean, opponent can still stay in this game because of the Glaring Fleshraker, which is so stupid. Bargoyf is down to clown. Full swing. He could have sacked it in response so I didn't gain life. Damn. But it gets countered. That's so funny. Ancient Tomb. All right. Opponent can make some big old plays here. X equals 0 again. So my opponent can make up to 6 mana. And he'll play. Sick. Wow, my deck really loves giving me mana. Take out their Ancient Tomb. I love Stone Raining. Attack. It's fine, even if he has Kozilek's Command. Sweet. Cool. I don't know exactly what I was playing around leaving back the Bargoyf. It just felt like the appropriate thing to do. All right. Wow. That was all one game. Whew. Do I want to keep Griefs in? Yes. Do I want to keep Inquisition of Kozilek in? Also, yes. Do I want to bring another Inquisition in? I don't think so. They have Karn. They have Karn, so maybe I don't know. Do I mitigate myself against Karn? The Inquisition can't hit Karn. Do I bring in a Damnation for the Fleshraker? Do I go up a Fatal Push to deal with Fleshraker? Both of these don't deal with Karn. That is my problem. They're also a One Ring deck, but like Shielded Edict is a house against them. And Grief does do some amount of work against them. I think we are on the draw. I think I can go down Nethergorgons. And then I can go up. I think I'll go up Bowmasters. So they can do Chalice on 1, and then yeah, that really, really hurts me. But at least there's another access of a game plan I can have that Chalice on 1 doesn't interfere with. Alrighty, what do we got here? We have a... Oh, so close. I'm going to keep this. What can I do? I can Grief, pitching, push, then reanimate Grief. Yeah, I like this. This is a really strong opener. Just don't Chalice on 1 me again. That's fine. That's fine. Don't do it. Do not do it, opponent. You don't want it. You just yes. Yes. Okay. Grief. Pitch. Push. I can feel the C4 pumping through my veins right now. Holy crap. Get rid of Cozy Command. And then we come back around for the One Ring. Reanimate. And then, yeah, go opponent. This deck, I want to say, is super sweet. Like, I really want to make it. Opponent is doing some really cool stuff. Dismember, okay. Sure. Sure. Did I not? I did not count right. Oh. I'll just pass. I'll go into Surveilland next turn, or on hit their end step. But yeah, their deck's sweet. I would love to build it. I'm missing. That's not too bad. That's not bad at all. They go Karn. Are they going to Liquid Moto coding me back? That'd be fun. Now they grab Forge. I'm not sure why. Please get rid of your Karn though. And then, oh god, here's my Karn. All right, GG's opponent. I love your deck though. It was super awesome. I want to make something like that. Wow. Yeah, I really want to make that deck. I really want to make that deck. That's a cool deck. I approve of this. I approve of this. I don't know about the blue splash, but I approve of what was going on here. Once again, another screenshot for the boys. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed. Remember, if you like what you saw, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know how you felt about the deck. This is Mono Black Stompy. This is some of the most fun I have, even though we got to farm 2 artifact players. This deck does well overall. Game 1, I'm so sorry. I maybe could have played a little bit better, but it is what it is. That deck's just harsh to beat. The Renin 6 and Warzone dude with Strip Mine. That deck's hard. That deck's really hard to fight against. But this deck is a lot of fun, and I enjoy it so much. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and have a good one. Peace out.